Giller in the pits, Dave Giller in the pits with Low-Key in the pits as well. Low-Key and Tomahawk in the pits. Says Evil Creedy goes into P2. Evil Creedy into P2.
Tony Cow stayed out still.
Has he? Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Tony Cow stayed out after that big moment. What David Gill's gone onto the softs. So he's doing it. David Gill's committing to the two-stop. Dave Gill's committing to the two-stop. Oh, who's going to get out ahead of who? Is it going to be Tomahawk Games? Tomahawk Games is released. Tomahawk's game is released. He gets ahead of Low-Key. That's a massive move in this race. Tomahawk bottles it, crashes, but gets ahead in the pit stops. Do you think that's due to fuel saving, Connor?
It might have been, yeah.
Because it looked like Low-Key was burning a load of fuel because that was a long pit stop for Low-Key. Dave Giller, net P1, P4 is it right now?
But can Tomahawk keep Low-Key behind him?
Yeah, what's Tomahawk? Tomahawk's put on fresh mediums, so it looks like Tomahawk's doing a two-stop as well. I think everyone's going to a two-stop. Low-Key with the mediums. Yeah. When do you think Tony Cow's going to come into the pits? He stays out an extra lap.
Oh, Van Gils has
had a terrible accident. We're going from P4 to P7.
Got damage.
Oh, Tomahawk has been taken as Tomahawk. He's got front wing damage. Oh, that is not good. Has Low-Key got any damage? That is controversial. Evil Creedy in the pits. Evil Creedy in the pits.
That's gonna have to get reviewed. That's
gonna have to get in the steward's room later on today.
Stewards are having a busy day today.
Yeah, I know, yeah. There's gonna be replay central, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you wanna know who the stewards are? Us. We're the stewards. We're multitaskers, aren't we? Dave Gill.
Tomahawk is right behind Low-Key now. He's right
is he?
On the back of him.
He's staying out with damage. He's got the damage, hasn't he? Got the front wing damage.
Send it up in the inside?
Oh, is he going to send? Yeah, is he going to? This is a big move.
Oh, he's moved into the inside.
He's gone to the inside. That's a switchback of dreams. The switchback of dreams from Low-Key. As he goes side by side through turn 2 and 3. What? Oh, Low-Key. Oh, Tomahawk Games just went on the outside for some weird reason and kept the outside line. Do you think he's going to do it?
He's got the slingshot.
Yeah, he's got. Oh, he's just not close enough, is he? He's not close enough to get that move done. Do you think he's going to send it around the outside here or try to go down the inside? No, he just backs out of it. Evil Creedy has just come out the pits, put on softs, and Van Gils is in the pits. Oh, feel sorry for him. Look how he's got front wing damage, rear wing damage, and he had suspension damage. Tony Cal in the pits. Tony Cal is in the pits. Tony Cal in the pits. P12, lap 11.
Tomahawk and Van Gils.
Yeah.
I think that might just be a racing incident.
Do you?
He did spin.
Yeah, nothing that you can really do. It looks like Tomahawk is trying to fight for P4 still. Tony Cal in the pits. Where will he come out? Will Dave Giller get around? Dave Giller is clear of Tony Cal, but what is the difference? That's the question. Tony Cal has just been released. As he sees Dave Giller fly into the distance. That is 5 seconds. 5.5 seconds. That is a massive game changer, isn't it, Connor?
Yeah.
Tony Cal had that incident. Oh, that's just poor. We've got specs here. Do you think he's going to be able to? Where do you think he'll come out and all this? He's got to pit in the next few laps.
Yeah, I think he might get P4 or 5.
Do you? Dave Giller is net P1 at the moment. He's still got to stop because he's got to do one more mandatory pit stop because he needs to change compounds. He started on the softs and has gone to the softs again. Do you think he's burning fuel now? Or do you think he's going to save fuel just so the pit stop is shorter?
Who was that, sorry?
Do you think Dave Gillett is going to save fuel so so the pit stop is shorter? Or do you think he's going to burn it now and try and build that gap? That's the question.
Yeah.
Gotta stick around to it and find out, haven't we?
Well, I think currently he's burning the fuel because he's making. Look, he's going up.
Specs is into the pits. Specs is into the pits. Dave Gillett into the lead now. Tony Cowell goes into P2. Specs is in the pits. It was on hard tyres. I think Specs might be doing a one-stop. He's just in the pits now. What's he putting on? Tomahawk and Low Key ahead of him. I think he's going to get out ahead of Evil Creedy. No, Evil Creedy gets out ahead.
This is a long pit stop.
It's a long pit stop. I think he burned all his fuel. Medium. Oh, this could be controversial because I think everyone else is committed to the two-stop. I think he's committed. Really? Oh, that's not good. That doesn't help him. Oh, he's going to be out. He's going to be out of slipstream range, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think Specs is committed.
Unless he can try and get, if he gets ahead of Low Key, these next few corners, I think he might be in a chance, but he needs to do it.
I think
either this corner coming up or the next one.
I think Specs is committed to the one stop, and I think he's going to try and jump Tomahawk and Evil Creedy because we know Evil Creedy, Tomahawk, Low Key, Tony Cowell and Dave Gillett, they've all got the potential for the pit stop, for the two stops, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because I think Tomahawk has got to do another stop because he started on the mediums and he's back on the mediums.
Yeah.
Evil Creedy, I think he started on the softs. I'm not very sure. So I think he's got another pit stop. So I think Specs is playing the long game right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he's saving fuel. This is all to play for, this midfield battle. It's just so unfortunate that Van Gils had that massive accident, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised Morklock is still here, to be fair. If I was him, I would have packed my bags. He's 3 laps down. Ooh, Tony Cowell is chasing down Dave Gillett. That went from 5.5 seconds to 3.3. I think Dave Gillett is actually fuel saving right now. Wouldn't surprise me to short that pit stop down. Low Key has built a 2.3 second gap to Tomahawk. This is everything's to play for right now. Let's ride on board with P1 at the moment, just for like a lap or two.
Tony is consistently getting that time down. Keeps going down.
Yeah, Tony Cowell is he's dropped it by 2 seconds and from the pits, hasn't he?
Yeah.
We're just gonna ride on board with Dave Gillett for a few laps, just so you can stop hearing our voices for a bit. That was some good few laps by Dave Giller. But Tony Cal is on the chase. He's on the chase, isn't he? Tony Cal is on the softs.
2.5 seconds down.
He's really using it. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. What's that yellow flag for? What was that yellow flag? We can't see it.
It was Van Gils.
Van Gils. Oh, he's not having a good day today, is he? He was up in like what, P4, P5. Ooh, is Tony Cal being held up by Van Gils? Is this playing into? Oh, there's been contact. There was contact. Van Gils. Oh, Van Gils.
He's in the wall.
Oh, that is
He's in the wall.
Is Van Gils is he gonna like report Tony Cal to the FIA? If so, that could be that could ruin Tony Cal's race.
That might be a penalty.
Do you like
penalty.
It looked Tony Cal looked like he not rear-ended, like pit maneuvered. Van Gils, who was moving out the way for him.
That might be a penalty.
I think only if Van Gils reported though. Only if Van Gils reported. We can't do anything about it unless it's reported. But Tony Cal is on the charge. He's 1.7 seconds to it's just going down and down and down. He's burning that fuel and burning those tyres, burning that rubber.
Right behind him. 1 second.
This is all to play for now. Low-key, I think has secured P3 unless he has a big crash, because Tomahawk is 4 seconds back on Low-key. I still think Specs is in this like midfield battle, because I think he's going to the end on these mediums. He started on the hards.
Under a second now.
Is he? Oh, this is all to play for the lead. This is what we want. This is the juiciness that we need. Tony Cal 1.1 out, coming out the final corner. But he's worn those tyres out. Look at that front left tyre, Connor. What? It's just I'm not saying unacceptable. But I think Tony Cal is feeling what we feel. I just think the grip is coming into play. 8 tenths, 9 tenths. Oh, that was not a good few corners for Tony Cal. Tomahawk in the pits. Tomahawk in the pits. What's he going on to? Evil Creedy P4. Specs P5. What's Tomahawk going on to? And will he repair his front wing, or will he just put up with it? Tony Cal is getting into getting into slipstream range now. 6 tenths. He's in 5 tenths. He's about to be within. Oh, is he within? Oh, it's going up and it's going down. It's setting corners. Tony Cal gets the great exit, but then Dave Giller, the next corner, gets the better exit. It's weird. Look at that. What? It's gone up to second, then down to 8 tenths. But then it's gone down to 7, down to 5. Oh, but then up to 6, up to 8. Look at this. It's so. These corners are so inconsistent for these two. Yeah, but look at that. He was on the back of him.
That's a good exit through this corner. I think he might get him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Up to 7 tenths. Oh, will Tony Cal. Right, Tony Cal's all over the back of him.
He's right on the back.
He's got to send the move down into turn 1. He pulls out to the left. He pulls out to the left. He's in P1. He's going down the inside. Is David? He's made it sick. But is David Giller going to go down the inside? No. Tony Cal gets an amazing exit. That was an amazing exit.
That was a nice clean move as well.
That was a clean overtake. Tony Cal retakes the lead from David Giller. But is that because he's on the softs? Do you think Tony Cal has got... When do you think he's going to pit? Because that front left is not looking like a good race tyre to be on right now. Well, to be fair, I say that. But Dave Giller is on the softs as well. And his rear left doesn't look like it's a good tyre to be on right now. Evil Creedy in the pits. Tomahawk puts Oh, I don't think Tomahawk knows he's got to change compound. He's gone back to the mediums. Do you think he's doing a 4-stop? That's a bit stupid if he's doing a 4-stop.
Evil Greedy's doing a 4-stop, did you say?
No, Tomahawk. He's got medium, medium, medium. So he's got to pit again. It's a bit stupid, isn't it?
What would happen if he just didn't know about it?
Well, he does, because he asked in the Discord before. That's weird. Specs has made this strategy work to perfection. Started, what did he start, like P6, P7? And he is in P4, started hards. He's got a 30-second gap to Tomahawk, and he may even get P3 because Dave Gillett in the pits. Dave Gillett in the pits. Dave Gillett in the pits. What is? He's got to go to the mediums. Dave Gillett in the pits before Tony Cowell. Tony Cowell continues on.
Dave Gillett is going to lose P2
to low key, but low key has got to pit again. Low key's got to pit again. Tony Cowell's still got to pit. So is net P1 Dave Gillett, or is Tony Cowell still net P1? If Tony Cowell can keep up this distance, look at that front left tyre. He's got to pit this lap. There's no other excuse. He's got to pit this lap. Specs gets Gillett. Specs gets Gillett. That's a big move, that. Because Specs is into the podium positions. What's your view on that, Connor?
He needs to get past Specs as fast as he can.
Yeah, he needs to close that gap. And what is David Gillett on? He's on the mediums. He's on fresh mediums. Specs is on old mediums. The thing is, will Spec do another pit stop? If he does, that's David Gillett. He's just giving David Gillett a spot. But do you think Spec can get to the end on these tyres? Because I don't think he can.
Neither do I. I don't think he can, no.
Because it's mainly that front left tyre looking terrible. Yeah. Tony Cowell continues on. Look at that front left tyre. He's going to get a puncture. That front left tyre for Tony Cowell. There's no white. It's all red. Tony Cowell has got some honkers on him. The gap's going down. I don't think it's... The gap's going down to Tony Cowell. Let's ride on board of Tony Cowell just so we can see how this looks with no front tyre. Connor? Oh, where's the crash? Where's the crash? Who is it, Connor? Low key! Oh, low key! He's going slow. He's going slow.
He's run out of fuel.
Is he out of fuel? Has he lost the fuel? Has he lost the fuel?
Yes.
Is he?
He's out.
Has he lost the fuel?
He's lost fuel. Yeah.
That is massively controversial. That is. Oh my god.
Session.
Low-key DNFs. He was having a great race. Low-key DNFs. Tony Cowell in the pits.
Oh.
Do you think he's putting on softs or mediums? Tony Cowell. Oh, that is poor from... Mark Locke is actually going to score points. I cannot believe I'm saying this. Mark Locke and Van Geels, who have been lapped, are scoring points. Specs into the lead of this GP. Specs into the lead of this race. If he can hold on from what?
He's not.
Isn't he?
No.
The Tony. Oh, Tony Cal. Oh, Specs need. Oh, Specs. If Specs would have got into the lead of this race, he would have been able to defend. But I don't think his tyres can go that long. Don't be.
Specs is looking seriously dangerous.
If he was better at tyre saving right now, I would put him on. I would say he has won this race, hands down. I would say he's won this race. But it is so sad to see. He has done this amazing strategy. Do you think Dave Gill has bottled it? He's not closing down this gap. He's
losing time.
Yeah, I know. That's what it looks like. Like, look, it's gone to 13.9, 13.7, 13.5.
Oh,
was he in the gravel then? Yeah.
Well,
it's not looking good. Yeah. It's not looking good for Dave Gill at the moment. He was in P1 for the majority of this race, led this race, but now it's Tony Cal and Specs all and looking for the top 2 spots. Specs out of nowhere comes out and gets P2. What a story that is.
Oh, penalty for Dave
Giller. Oh, that's not what he needs, is it? It's really not what he needs.
I know, he not ideal, like, is it?
I know. I think Specs is going to have to pit. It's so sad to see, but I think he's going to have to pit.
Doesn't Dave Giller have to pit as well?
No, he's just pitted. Tomahawk's still got to pit. 8 laps to go. No, 9 laps. 9 laps to go. Dave Giller's going to the end on these mediums. Tony Cal's going to the end on these mediums.
Oh, he's going to run out of fuel if he doesn't pit soon as well.
Who?
Specs.
Who? Specs? Oh, is he? Yeah, I haven't thought about that. Oh, Morklock not being very helpful to Specs there, is he? Oh, this is not looking good for Specs. Yeah.
Oh,
I think Specs has got to pit. I'm so sad to say it. He might get P3 though. That's big though. Because Tomahawk with that spin from before, I think he's going to get P3.
Tomahawk's got a penalty as well.
Evil Creedy's guaranteed P5. Van Gales is guaranteed P6.
He needs to pit now.
Specs. You're talking about Specs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Specs. He's running out of fuel.
Yeah. No.
Oh, is that going to be a 3-second time penalty for crossing the pit lane? Here's the question: do you think Specs will be able to hunt down David Giller? Because Dave Giller's going to get out. Dave Giller's coming around the final corner now.
Let's see where Specs comes out. No, he's lost the position. Oh,
yeah, he's obviously lost the position, but do you think he'll be able to close him down? That's the question. Because I think Specs is going to be putting on he's got to put the softs on, hasn't he? He's got to put the softs on.
If he doesn't, he's made a mistake.
Yeah.
He's refueled.
Tomahawk goes P3.
What's he put on?
Softs. Put softs on.
Yeah.
Tomahawk P3 just there. But I still think Tomahawk's still got to pit though. What? Specs has got no penalty for that crossing. That is wow.
Might have been lag. We don't know.
Yeah. To be fair, it looked like bad lag, didn't it?
Yeah. For me, he crashed into the wall.
Did he? For me, he just crossed the red line. So that's probably lag on our end.
Tomahawk is left front tyres looking a bit.
Either way, Tomahawk's got to pit because he has not changed tyres.
If it was me,
Yeah.
I will try and go to the very, like...
Try and go to like go to like lap 28 or something like that and then put the softs on.
Yeah.
But the thing is, has he got the fuel for that? That is like the question.
I think he should just maximum fuel saving. When you're just about to run out of the fuel, pit then.
Yeah.
Drag it out as long as he can.
Yeah, because I think Specs is guaranteed P3. To get just because I think that strategy he's done today. As
yes, but if Tomahawk comes out, let's say 3 seconds behind Specs, he's gonna have fresher softs.
I don't think he will, because look at the gap between Specs and Thingy right now. He's only 3.9 behind, and the gap is closing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Specs is got P3. But
yes,
if
it's an amazing strategy from Specs.
It is, yeah. All you need to do is manage, like...
Just need to watch his fuel, and...
Yeah. He's right behind him now.
Yeah, he's all over the back of him.
Yeah.
I think Tony Cal has... Tony Cal has secured this.
Yeah.
The only questionable thing now is who's getting P3. Dave Gill has got P2. Tony Cal has got P1. I think Tomahawk's messed up on this strategy, you know.
Tomahawk is gonna have to pit either this lap or next one.
Yeah, because that fuel is really not really helping him, is him?
He's got that on like a low fuel mode, like 2 or 3.
Yeah. And he needs it on one of the high fuel modes at the moment to save fuel.
Yeah.
That gap is just coming down and down and down for Specs.
He's right behind him now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Specs gets a good exit out of these next few corners, like this penultimate.
It's like ahead as well. It is.
For who?
Oh.
That gives Specs a great advantage because Specs gets the slipstream of Tomahawk, off Mark Lock. Do you think? Oh, he's not close enough. He's not close enough. Do you think
he's
that
he's gonna get him in these corners. He's gonna get him.
I'm surprised. Oh no, it just.
Oh no.
I think lag's playing a bit of a part here.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna go around the outside? He's looking at it, isn't he? Trying to force.
No,
he's trying to force him. He's trying to force a mistake, isn't he?
Yeah.
From Tomahawk.
Let's see. Tomahawk's left front is literally about to
explode.
Go fully red.
Yeah. Oh, Tomahawk needs to pit this lap. He's getting the warning 1 point like something laps of fuel left, because look at his fuel. It's flashing red. Red. Oh, there was contact. Was that 1 second? 1 second penalty for Tomahawk.
Yeah.
No penalty. That could be a report from Tomahawk there.
I don't know how Tomahawk got a penalty there.
I swear Specs hit the rear. I would have bet my life on Specs hitting the rear end of. Oh, Specs goes through on the inside. Beautiful clean move. But will he?
Grip, hasn't he?
Yeah, he just got that grip. Tomahawk's got to come into the pits this lap. Yeah, comes into the pits. Specs has got P3 in my opinion, because Tomahawk has got to refuel fully, which is like 10 seconds. He's got to get fresh tyres, which is like another 5 seconds, and he's got to save that 1 second time penalty. I think even maybe Evil Creedy might be able to get Tomahawk.
He's coming around the final corner now.
I know. Tomahawk. This will be a bad day in the office for Tomahawk if Evil Creedy gets him.
Oh, he's got him.
He's got. That is an upset on a half. That, you know, Evil Creedy P4. This is. Do you think Tomahawk will be able to close down Evil Creedy?
I don't think so, because his
That
tyres
time,
aren't
that
that long. They're only
he's got.
halfway
Yeah,
worn,
I can see what you mean there. 4 laps left in this Spanish GP, round
he's
1
got
of the Porsche
half
Cup.
a tank of fuel as well. And
Yeah,
Tomahawk's
and
got a
Tomahawk's got a penalty, hasn't he? Yeah, it's not looking good for Tomahawk. Started P3, down P5. Specs and Evil Creedy with this amazing strategy calls. Dave Gill has just ran off with this, hasn't he? He's just... There's just nothing you could do. Tony Cow just ran off with this.
I was wondering what you were saying there. I was like,
Yeah, I'm an idiot sometimes. Tony Cow just ran off with this. 20 seconds. It was a brilliant strategy call from Tony Cow to start in the mediums.
Is 15 seconds ahead of Sparks.
Yeah, Specs, yeah. I think if Specs could have made those hards work better, like last longer, and made those mediums last longer, I think he could have got P2.
If he was, if Specs was a little bit better tyre management.
Yeah.
I do get that.
I think Tony Cow's getting maximum points from this. He stuck her on pole, 1 point. Stuck her on. He's won the race. He's going to win the race. There's no question about that, unless he somehow manages to fluff it up, like sticks it in the gravel. I bet David Gill wouldn't mind that, would he? And
no, he wouldn't mind that. No.
And he's got fastest lap, so that's 14 points he's getting in this first race.
Oh, you know what? Tomahawk's actually catching up.
Is he?
Yeah.
Saved that penalty.
Yeah.
He's setting a personal best by 0.02 of a second.
It was 5 seconds. Now it's 2.5.
Do you think it's because he's able to push it, the extra fuel he's got? Because look, if you look at Evil Creedy, he's got like a third. No, I think it's the fuel. Look at the fuel difference. Tomahawk has got 3 laps left of fuel. He's got half a tank, and I think Evil Creedy he's nearly got a quarter of a tank. I think Evil Creedy's fuel saving to get to the end. I don't think he's got the
It's 2 seconds now.
Yeah, it's going. Do you think Evil Creedy's going to be able to?
Tomahawk went a bit wide though.
Yeah, he just gave him 5 temps back, hasn't he?
I think it's a mixture between the tyres and the fuel.
Yeah, I think the tyres are better for Evil Creedy because the more worn. I think because we've discussed, the more worn the tyres are, the more.
Oh, this could be a problem though.
No, I think it's actually going to help Evil Creedy. Because I think it's helping Evil Creedy because Mark Locke is getting in the way.
Yeah.
Look at him, he's in the way, so he's off the racing line. He's off the racing line. Oh, I swear Tomahawk tried to send that down inside there.
He did.
He's down. Tomahawk down the inside of turn 2. Turn 3, sorry. What a move from 4 temps back. That is what you call a move and a half. Oh, Mark Locke, that is just a bad day in the office. Just like 2 donuts there. Evil Creedy, do you think he's gonna have a go at it into his next few corners, or do you just don't think he's got the grip and the fuel for it?
I don't think he's got the fuel for it.
I think he
might have the grip, but not the fuel.
Yeah, I think he underestimated how close Tomahawk was to him.
Tomahawk made that look easy. That over.
Yeah, he just sent it, didn't he? No. Yeah. Oh. Who do you think driver of the day is? You gonna give it to like Tony Cal, or
I'm gonna give it to.
I think it's Specs come from like P7 on the grid to P3 with that amazing strategy call.
Got damaged, Dave. Oh, yellow flag.
Yellow flag. What's the yellow flag for?
I don't know. There was a yellow flag.
Oh, Van Geel's has got 5 tenths penalty. I'm guessing it was Van Geel. I think Van Geel might have spun.
Yeah, because remember when Gillard got damage?
Yeah.
And then he was like P4, P5.
But I just think it's specs starting P7 on the grid on the slowest
390.
compound tyre on P5.
Oh,
No,
Specs nearly lost it then.
did he?
Yeah,
That'd be so sad. Me calling him driver of the day.
Yeah.
And them just not doing anything. As Tony Cal starts the final lap. What?
Specs is gonna have to pit.
Why?
Oh.
No, I think he can make it to the end. I think he can make it to the end.
His fuel's flashing and he's not around the final corner yet.
Oh. Oh no. He's got 38 seconds to him, thingy though. But Tony Cal, what a performance! He's coming through the first sector. For the last time, he's coming through the first sector now. I just think there's no doubt about it. He's deserved the win today.
Oh, this might be close. The Specs, you know.
Really? He's just started the final lap. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be majorly close.
No front left.
No front left, no fuel. What's he got going for him?
He's going to run out of fuel.
He's going to... Oh, is he going to... Are we going to have 2 DNFs? Are we going to have 2 DNFs, Connor?
We might have 2 DNFs for the same thing. Is he run out of fuel? No, not yet.
No. But Tony Cal... But Tony Cal is coming through the last sector now. Honestly, what a performance! There's nothing we can't say that was good about him. Stuck it on pole, fastest lap. What more can you ask? Except for Tony Cal comes round the final corner now to take the race victory. Tony Cal takes the race win. Look at those celebratory dances on the line. Tony Cal takes the win.
This is close, this.
Dave Gill has got P2. This is now all everyone's eyes are on Specs. Will he get this over the line? Because he's in the last sector. Will he get this over the line? We don't know. This is too amazing to watch. As Dave Giller finishes the race, Tony Cal round the final corner. Will he finish? I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Round out the podium.
Yeah,
Specs gets P3. Tomahawk is coming through the last sector now. He's got P4, and Evil Creedy's got P5. What a race! That was all drama. That wasn't it, Connor?
Yeah, that was just chaos.
That was so much better than I thought it was going to be, you know. And that was like the most honest thing I can say. I thought that was going to be so boring to commentate. But we had a great fight for P1.
Evil Creedy comes across the line.
Yeah, comes across the line, takes P5. Isn't it ironic that Mark Locke was like 5 laps down, but he still gets points? Because top 7 get points. Because low key from P2 on the grid, just lost
what
it.
A performance from Tony Cal though.
I know. Look at this, Tony Cal, pole, fastest lap. What more can you ask for? And he got the race win. I think low key screwed it. Like he just messed it up completely. What's the matter?
Yeah. I think it's just my screen.
Okay. We're signing off for now.
Yeah.
That was the end of the race. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for that.
Leave a like as well, please.
Yeah, leave a like. That'll actually help. Thank you. Bye.